Everybody get a chance to look over the minutes?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it. Wes with the motion, Rick with the second. Those in favor of approving the minutes? Those opposed? None opposed, motion carries. Everybody get a chance to look over the bills.
Yeah, they're too big, but.
Ron with the motion, pay them. Shane with the second. Those in favor of paying the bills? Those opposed? None opposed, motion carries. Grant Nelson.
All right. You guys probably know old business, of course, you know, still discussing the statutes and the business over there. So I'm just gonna get right into it. As far as, you know, questions go, I've, you know, looked into things, I've put in requests, and I still just have a lot more questions. Has the council had any discussion, you guys individually, on the statute 573? Any parts of it?
We have talked with our attorney about it.
Okay.
Any questions legal wise, we would just refer you to him.
Okay, was that all verbal?
Yes, that was, yes.
And as far as the ordinance 167, the one that was passed back on the 15th of October, I know you had to leave early. It references statute 573 in the back of that ordinance. Did you guys get a copy of that ordinance before the council meeting?
Yes.
Okay, was it by email?
No, and our packet.
Hard copy, okay.
Yeah, hard copy.
Did you guys read it before the meeting, or just was the meeting the first time you guys saw the ordinance? Or?
I can't speak for each one of them because it went in every one of our packets before the meeting, so everybody had opportunity to read over it.
Okay. You know, as far as it goes, I still haven't seen anything, you know, for me, you know, proof that anyone in the city, on the council, the attorney, law enforcement, maybe they have, but I still haven't seen anything individually that has showed that anyone has discussed statute 573 with the state.
I'm gonna tell you again, told you a month ago, I'm gonna encourage you again, if you think we have not done our due diligence, by all means, contact the Missouri Attorney General.
Yeah, and I have, like I said, and I mentioned that last meeting, but, you know, as far as that goes, I'm not gonna get into that.
I mean, we've been in contact with them, we being Rusty, our chief of police, he's been in contact with them. Our attorney, we've been in contact with him. If you think we haven't done our due diligence, I encourage you, contact Jeff City.
Sure, okay.
That's,
Well, I mean, that's really all I had to ask. You know, I didn't have a whole list of questions. I'll probably have more next month. But, you know, as far as it goes, like I said, I just don't, there's just nothing that settles my mind, that the diligence was done on it. That's just my opinion on it, but that's how it goes, so.
we have to look at legal and illegal. Everything we're being told is it's
Well,
illegal business.
technically you don't,
But
because, I mean, you do have to consider public opinion.
Technically you
And,
do.
you know, as far as it goes, you can consider public opinion in ordinances and things like that. I mean, what was the reason that you guys put ordinance 167 into place?
The protection of the minors, right?
Yeah,
To protect the minors.
yeah, but was there anything legal or illegal that made you put that bill forward?
It's just, we want to cover our bases on that.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if there was nothing legal or illegal, you guys just decided to put a bill forward randomly?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, not randomly, obviously, but I mean, we're doing what we can, so,
Was there any amendments made to that, by the way?
no,
No? Okay.
not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay. That's all I have, so.
All right, thank you.
You guys okay if we jump out of order and go down to community input?
That's fine.
And then we'll jump back into water and sewer. Do you guys have anything as far as community inputs you wanted to address?
Yeah, I will. I wasn't gonna,
Okay.
but I will, because it's something that could alleviate future issues from your perspective to the city's representatives, the population, and that is when you communicate between you, the county, you, the state, you should do so in written correspondence, because that is the reason for the sunshine law.
Mm-hmm.
You know, someone who's worked government my whole life, we would get in extreme problems if we tried to do communication outside of formal methods of communication that could be tracked and presented to the community to check what we're doing. Okay, not calling you guys corrupt, I'm not saying you're not doing what you're saying you're doing, but when you have paperwork to show that you did what you said you do, it helps. It helps a bond between those being represented and those that are representing. So, future, highly recommend you do things via written correspondence. So when you're called to account, you can say, yep, on this day at this time, here's the email, here's the response, here's our email back. Okay, just a little bit of recommendation.
Yep. Anyone else? All right, that'll bring us up to the, water. David?
Good.
All good on water. I like that.
Now, you won't like the next one then.
Sewer.
We got 3 pumps went down,
Oh,
but don't worry, I think we can just repair them and they'll be fixed. They're gonna come down and get them, and probably $1,000 a piece, probably fix them, versus 10 grand for a new one. I don't think they're hurt that bad,
okay.
but until they look at them, I don't know for sure.
All that rain back.
Yeah, we ran for 3 weeks nonstop.
Yeah.
We're still running,
Yeah.
you know, so. When
Well, now-
when them pumps are used to running 2 or 3 hours a day, they're running 24 hours a day for 3 weeks, we got problems.
You know, that's going there.
Yep. Of course, we're trying to fix it. These here are something a little different, but the change orders, we're doing some change orders on our sewer project. It's just where we're adding, taking away stuff. There's 2 change orders, 2 and 3. I think the added cost is just gonna be like $1,800 or $1,100, so which one's it on?
Decrease this change order 21-1.
Yes, that was a decrease. This one here's an addition of 1,800. Which in the end, we're gonna spend it all, just where we're
Right.
gonna put it, you know, and we're just
Oh, yeah.
taking away things that we know that ain't bad, and we're adding stuff that we know that is. You know, and it's pretty much all.
Before the.
Yeah, we used to do all this at the very end of the project, you know, and just do it one big lump deal. Well, DNR ain't allowing us to do that anymore. We have to do it step by step,
Yeah.
you know, and.
Amy, you need both these signed right now? These ones?
Did you already get this one?
You guys? Yeah. Taking money away, adding money in.
David knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Thankful to have a guy that you, thank you.
When we get all these sewers done, will that'll help on this water line?
It should help. We're hoping about 60%.
Yeah.
You know, is what we're hoping. You know, we still got homes, basements,
Right.
you know, all of
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
don't, we can a little bit, control a little bit,
Yeah.
you know, but, we still have all that, and their sewer lines coming in, you know, it's gonna be bad. I plan at the very end, as long as we still have the money, I plan on them coming in and doing a smoke test. That way we can find out on the landowner's side and our side, you know, where there's more bad spots, and we can help maybe show them, you know,
Yeah.
you know, try to steer them in that direction, you know, or,
Yeah.
We done that
and
years
maybe find some roof drains hooked up, you know, and get them disconnected, you know. I know most of these houses around town built in the 60s, 70s, you know, all the basements are hooked to it, you know, so,
Yeah, right, yeah.
yeah, whether you guys wanna do something, we have ordinances against it kinda, but we've kind of been,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's, but we're hoping to stop it by about 60%, is what we're trying to hope.
So how are the guys doing with the sewer situation?
The ones out there at the treatment plant, they're slow, you know, we have to stay on them, you know, we have to have our foot on them the whole time, you know, I don't think they know what they're doing completely. So being inspectors out there every day with them, you know. The ones here in town, they completed all the manholes, and supposedly fixing them. We went back over and checked, only about 50% of them actually held, you know, cause all this rain we had a good chance to look. So we're making them go back and fix them. We may have to check these things 10, 15 times, you know, in the next year
Right.
to make sure. We're coming up with a different game plan on how to fix them correctly versus what they're doing.
Right.
You know, so in the end, that's gonna cost us a little bit more, which we have the funds,
Yeah.
thankfully, but, so it's just progress.
So I'll need, on change order 2, it's a deduction of $21,100. We are, pavement point repairs and pavement and manhole repairs is the total in the deductions. I would need a, motion to accept change order number 2.
I'll make that motion.
Rick with the motion, Wes with the second, those in favor? Those opposed? None opposed, motion carries. Sign that one. And then the other, they are eliminating a 10-inch section of main repair. I'm assuming that was good. A section of 10-inch main. There's about 2 of those sections, 2 8-inch pieces of main that are good. So they're deducting those, and then they're adding in new 4-foot precast manholes, 3 of them. And that, or the top is the add-ons. And so they're adding a total of $1,872 after they do the deductions on some of the mains, yes. So I would need a motion to, Ron with the motion for accepting change order number 3, Shane with the second, those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? None opposed, motion carries. David? Thank you for you, bud. You know what you're doing. Appreciate you.
I wouldn't say that all the time.
Yeah, you're not very good at steps. and
Yeah, I'm
stuff.
not really gonna clean off the steps outside. These girls should let us know about it this morning.
Did you not leave them a shovel?
I would have done it.
I asked Ron for one, he wouldn't give me one.
Anything else on
Showed them
sewer?
how to do it.
Who's picking up the pumps?
Van Invader, same people did it last time.
Okay. Alright, sounds good. Streets? Boy, they sure look good Friday when I come home from work. You drive down, and everyone was clear, they was good. Y'all done a bang-up job on Friday.
I think the only thing we're gonna have on the streets, Young's over here, it's getting harder and harder for them to get salt.
Mm.
You know, so if they can't get it, we can't get it. The only other option is to buy, rock salt from a pallet. It costs a little more, but not a whole lot more. You know, then we're dumping it all in individual bags, but, yeah. We're just hoping they get it in time for the next round, so on and so forth.
Have we considered stealing from MoDOT?
Well,
We
we
don't do
used to
that.
be able to, but we really can't no more. Yeah.
Is there any way we could talk to Hirsch's and see about getting pallets? of
Well, that's
that?
what we were thinking, yeah.
The bad thing is what he's saying, is they're gonna have to
Dump it all
cut
out.
every bag and dump it into that truck.
What else do
We
they have to
got,
do?
we got pallets of it down there at the school, but it's all individual bags.
What happened?
We gotta dump it in the seeder on the tractor,
Hmm?
so.
To get the.
Where we have our own end dump that comes in,
Enough, yes.
yeah, we just have to build a spot for it. You know, we won't be able to just put it in our shed, because they'll never be able to dump, we'll actually have to build
Yes,
something.
no, yes, I
you
know
know,
that, yes.
Concrete walls and all. I mean, if you guys are game for that, we're game to find out what it would cost. You know, get somebody to give us a cost estimate to build our own spot.
Third is built there, just stem walls and wood on top of that. You don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
have it,
yeah.
You know, real tall. you know.
Right.
Just where you're pushing
So
gets on the
third,
bucket.
third do one?
Yeah, third just built one.
They just don't have salt.
Huh?
They don't
They
have,
just
they
don't-
used all that salt?
They just don't use it.
Yeah, salt.
Yeah.
To be fair, you're in the
They have
county
much
out there.
salt in there.
That bridge you're talking about, that's county.
Yeah.
You don't want them salting the gravel roads either.
I mean, we can go down there.
No.
I would like for them to come.
What happens when you sell all your stuff?
Do what?
No more of that
Anything else
stuff
on-
brings, you don't need to sell your stuff.
Do you want us to get a cost estimate?
Yeah.
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 See what it costs.
All right, you want one, I mean, I don't know how big it'd have to be.
Just
You
grab
guys
it.
have some?
Could you not do that
What?
big?
Where you, no, you got a big actual building, you know.
Yes.
I guess we go down there to Tom's and actually measure his to see what we need.
Yeah.
And then just build something over there?
I think those are-
I don't know what those are like.
How many of those?
25 ton, isn't that right, what an end up carries, I think?
Yeah, something like that. We went through, so far, we went through around 25,000 pounds,
Yeah,
you know.
it's just, this has been a problem last year and this year.
And if we have a place to store it, then it don't matter. I mean,
No.
whether we use it this year, next year.
Whatever.
So, do we have any of those big, concrete barricade blocks?
Yeah,
Like
well.
out of the park.
Mhm, mhm.
How many of them do we have? What I was wondering is if we built a U shape up out of them and then built a shed over it, just had that be partitioned.
Do we need a concrete floor?
I'd say you would, because it's just gonna keep going down, thought.
Slab and then
Yeah.
put those around it.
My question, would the salt eat the concrete?
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Not as fast as with the dirt.
Yeah, true.
Well, if we do that, you got the pulling track line with them blocks.
Yeah, we don't have any others.
Now,
Just-
what, we've already stolen, they're at the shed in our little makeshift bin we got now that hold about 10 or 12,000 pounds.
You got a building on top of them that ain't anchored with a footer, you're gonna move them. You
Yeah,
gotta
I
move
mean,
the
when you're
building.
scooting.
You need to go, just drive down there to Thayer, as soon as you pull up there on the right, you'll see it, it ain't real big, and we probably, as long as it held one end up, that'd be all we needed.
Right.
You know, give yourself plenty of room with the backhoe where you don't.
All right, we'll go, I'll get quotes on both routes and let you guys decide from there.
Either way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we can check, see where they get their salt from too. Versus- Who?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else on streets?
Yeah, I need them not to like mess up our streets. We were denied our grant on our street project. They said that our score was not high enough this time.
On the asphalt.
Did they draw down?
Oh, for that next phase.
Yeah, but
What was the problem?
they just said that our score wasn't high enough, and I think there was quite a bit of people that applied for it this time.
However we scored though, I mean, heck, all of our roads are better than most little towns.
We're
They were
scored
too good.
off,
Yeah, obviously, thanks, David.
Yeah, I think that's what the deal is.
well, they scored off of
They
several
scored.
things, how much,
Yeah,
like, money we have,
Oh,
how
okay.
much we can
That's what I
contribute
was
to
asking.
it.
Yeah.
How many
much,
bad roads we actually
It's,
got?
yeah.
And we don't have near as many bad roads anymore, because
That's what I
We've
was figured it was.
put a lot into them.
So then we're gonna have to put money aside to do 2 or 3 roads
Yeah,
like we used to.
yeah.
Cause I know there's ship circles falling apart,
Just fall apart.
you know,
I wouldn't worry about ship circling them people
yeah,
down there.
just turn it back to dirt. We can get Rick a little road grader. We should have sold him our road grader.
And if you could pick up all the snow from around the poles out here and dump it on that southeast corner of Ship Circle, it'd be appreciated.
I'm a mud pit over anyway.
That's what you need.
Alright, so yeah, we'll have to look at what we can do there, start putting money back. Anything else on the streets?
No.
So make darn sure, any street they dig up, it is fixed to the T.
Concrete.
Parks.
Not Chad.
Yeah. Parks.
We've got our swing built where the one got tore down, we just ain't had time to put it up yet, been too wet, you know. But,
Yeah, good weather. Okay. Anything else on parks? Be time to get that pool ready before you know it.
Yeah, we're hoping our community service board sticks around that long.
When do we start taking applications for that?
Usually around March.
We probably need to start ordering paint for that pool.
But I need the good paint.
Right,
Do
right.
y'all have that?
Yeah, I'll find it for you, bring it to me.
Okay, bring it to me, because
Yeah.
we want that good paint.
Yeah.
It'll last longer.
Anything else on parks? Police?
Mike's vehicle is messing up. Bobby Wheeler, I found out it wasn't Bobby Wright, Rick. Bobby put it on the deal, and it says fuel pump. It does is sometimes hard to start, sometimes when it's going on it, light comes on and kind of cuts out. Do you want forward to see what we can do with it, or what?
We need to get fixed.
We get looked at to see at least.
Yep.
That's all I have on police.
Alright. Anything else on police from anyone else? Fire?
We have a valve that is leaking on our big truck. It is, it leaks several gallon valve over a couple weeks or so. And probably need fire master to come down here and still ain't helping any, so I don't know. So I probably need to call fire master if it's okay with you all, get it looked at, cause it needs to be fixed.
And Chet Cisco, he wanted to make sure everybody knew how thankful he was for the fire department, everybody that helped him with his fire down there.
Anybody, anything else on fire? Amy, city administrator input.
Did y'all get a chance to look over the audit?
All them pages.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot of pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that we really got deemed for is I didn't budget enough on certain things, but.
They tell us that every year. We
They
have the
gotta
budget
find
and they still say it's not enough.
But it seems like when you try to save
Try to
money in
make
one
your job.
department, that's the department you're gonna need the money in.
Yeah.
You'll never get it clear.
And if you do, it's probably a mistake on them.
Yeah. You get the black
Oh, I
Yeah.
ran through it the other day, and looked through it and looked through it and looked through it. There's,
Always look for a red mark.
Oh, sorry, next time I'll do it in color.
most important thing on there is that it is their opinion that, the financial statements referred to present fairly in all material
Yeah,
respects, so that's the good news, so.
That's all I had was, yeah, we were pushing it, getting it done before the end of the year, so I get it turned in, but I did it.
Sweet.
She was stressed, but she.
That brings us up to, executive session.